guys, welcome back to another video of natural hair for beginners. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about products for your curl type. So what products you should be aiming to use in your hair routine to ensure that your hair is living its best life. I'm going to go through all the curl types from type 2 to type 4 and the subcategories in between that. Guys, I'm not going to be talking about what brands you should be buying. I'm just going to tell you what products you should look out for. I'm not going to mention any specific brands or any specific products because everything works different for you. So I can suggest what you should be adding to your routine, but not exactly what you should be adding. You need to also find out what works for you. It's all trial and error. And you have to understand that what works for someone else who's the same curl type as you might not work for you because they might have a different hair porosity, they might have different elasticity, etc., etc. So it's all trial and error about figuring out your hairstyle. You'll notice that the hair routines for each of the ABCs are basically the same, but you're just going to swap out a few products here and there depending on the specific curl type that you have. So I'm going to start with type 2 hair. I'm going to start with type 2A hair. Type 2A hair, just to recap, is barely there waves and it's very easy to straighten and style this type of hair. You do not want to use heavy styling products that will weigh the strands down because it will leave your hair looking limp and lifeless. So you don't want to go for your heavy hair gels, very thick leave-in conditioners. You want to go for lightweight products. This curl type lacks volume at the root of your hair, so you want to use a water-based mousse that can help make your hair look a little bit fluffier. Use light products such as mousses, lotions, or gels that will enhance but not weigh down the hair. So like I said, lightweight products for type 2A. Your typical hair routine for type 2A hair type is that you want to use a curl enhancing shampoo. You want to deep condition your hair every 3 to 4 weeks. You want to use a curl enhancing leave-in conditioner or a curl lotion. And to style, you can use a curl defining gel. Again, a lightweight gel. Don't go for your heavy gels. Let's move on to type 2B. Type 2B hair is flatter on top with gradual waves that start down the middle, and it's thicker strands than 2A, which makes it a bit harder to straighten. So a sea salt hairspray can give your hair a great texture without leaving it feeling crunchy or stiff. So you want to get a nice lightweight sea salt hairspray. You can also diffuse your hair because that might help enhance your curl pattern. So you might have seen girls using a hair dryer with a diffuser. You can go ahead and diffuse your hair, and when you diffuse, you want to do it from the bottom and just crunch it up. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You always want to scrunch hair like that, and you don't want to pull it because you don't want to lose the natural curl. You want to scrunch to encourage the curl. The typical hair routine for type 2B hair is you want to use a curl enhancing shampoo, deep condition every 2 weeks, use a curl enhancing leave-in conditioner or curl lotion, and to style, you want to use a curl defining gel. So that's almost exactly the same as type 2A, but you're deep conditioning every 2 weeks. Type 2C, thick waves, often very frizzy, and the wave begins from the root of the hair all the way down to the tip. Use a non-lathering, sulfate-free shampoo for this type of hair. That will ensure that you're not stripping your hair of its natural moisture and that you are just cleansing it enough that it gets what it needs. Using a leave-in conditioner and a hair mousse in conjunction with each other will help lock in your natural wave pattern and ensure the best hydration. Yes. Gels will also help you prevent frizz. When you're applying gels to type 2C hair, you don't want to smear it down. You want to scrunch the gel in. You want to scrunch it. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. Pushing up the curls, encouraging the curls. That is what we're doing. We're encouraging the curls. All right. You can either do that with your hand or with a microfiber towel. And then the typical hair routine for type 2C hair, you would use a curl enhancing shampoo, deep condition weekly, and you can also use a hot oil treatment weekly. You want to use a curl enhancing leave-in conditioner or curl lotion, and to style, you want to use a curl defining gel. So basically, everything is the same for type 2 hair when it comes to the hair routine. You're just changing how often you're doing a deep conditioner depending on the A, B, or C level of your hair. Does that all make sense? Type 3A hair, shiny, large, and loose curls. So you want to use a curl cream that will help emphasize your curl texture, your natural curl texture. Do not touch your hair after styling because it will frizz. So you want to style your hair while it's damp and then leave it. Do not touch your curls. Don't let anyone else touch your curls. They will frizz it up. When your hair needs a boost, you can use a curl refresher So there are lots of sprays on the market, lots of curl creams that you can use that will help enhance your curls. The typical hair routine for type 3A hair, you're going to use a curl enhancing shampoo, deep condition every 2 weeks, a curl enhancing leave-in conditioner, and to style, you're going to use a curl control custard. So you just want to control those natural curls with a custard. You don't want to use anything too heavy because again, it's a very light curl that you have. Type 3B, this is springy ringlets, medium-sized curls, very prone to dryness. So I've got a mixture between type 3B and type 3C hair. So you want to look for hydrating styling gels. So gels that have essence that can help moisturize your hair. You don't want to use gels that contain alcohol because that will dry out your hair. So go for your alcohol-free gels. Always style your hair when it's wet to get the definition without the frizz. So that is always my thing. People are always like, why do you wash your hair so often? And I'm like, because I can't style it unless it's wet. I literally have to wet my hair and style it. So if you don't want to wet your hair fully all the time, keep a spray can close by and just keep spraying that hair to style it. I promise you, it will eliminate the frizz like nobody's business. Your typical hair routine, a curl activating shampoo. So you want something that's gonna activate those curls because you are prone to frizz and dryness. Deep condition every single week. Do not skip your deep conditioning. Curl enhancing leave-in conditioner or a replenishing curl lotion. And to style, you want to use a curl control custard. Type 3C hair. Type 3C hair has tight corkscrews, strands are densely packed together, lots of natural volume, but it's prone to frizz. Alright, you want to use a creamy, sulfate-free cleanser or co-wash as often as you can in between your washes. This will help prevent frizz and not dry out your hair. So you're going to do your normal shampoo and conditioner on Monday. And then on Wednesday, you do your co-wash, your sulfate-free, creamy co-wash. And then on Friday, you go back to your shampoo and conditioner. If you're washing your hair 3 times a week, you don't have to wash it that much. A good tip for type 3C hair is you want to layer your mousse over a styling cream while the hair is still wet to allow the curls to clump together and dry faster. So take a styling mousse, put it over the styling cream that you used. Your hair will dry faster, it will activate the curls, and it will lock in that style. Your typical hair routine for type 3C hair, curl activating shampoo, deep condition weekly, curl enhancing leave-in conditioner, and to style, curl activating custard. Great, yes. Type 4A hair. So type 4A hair is dense, springy coils, requires more frequent styling. Ideal for wash and go styling. You can add a curling cream and a leave-in moisturizer for added moisture during daily styling. Type 4B hair, densely packed curls that bend to form the letter Z. So you'll see like little Z's instead of S's. Type 3 has S curls. Type 4 has Z curls. This hair can be styled and shaped in many different ways. It's literally, the sky's the limit with type 4B hair because you can literally shape it any way you want to and style it any way you want to, and it will hold that style. You want to use thicker styling creams for this hair for greater texture definition and elongation of the hair. Type 4C, similar texture to type 4B, but the strands are more fragile and the pattern is a lot tighter. So it's a much smaller zigzag pattern. It experiences the most amount of shrinkage and dryness. So you might be able to stretch out your type 4C hair, but you let it go and it's short as hell. You're going to suffer from shrinkage. So you want to use a lot of leave-in conditioners to max the length of your strands. And you want to use products with castor oil because those are really great hydrators for this dry texture. So add products with castor oil in for type 4C. The typical type 4 hair routine, I've just done it all in one because it's very similar. Curl activating shampoo, curl activating leave-in conditioner, and a curl control custard for type A and B. Type C hair will need a curl activating cream. Deep conditioning should be done weekly for type 4A and 4C and every 2 weeks for type 4B. My voice is so sore from talking. Okay, so that is my suggestions for products that you should be using for your curl type. Next week, I'm going to be talking about how to care for your hair's porosity. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding hair products for your curl type, please comment in the comments. I promise I will answer. If you found this video really informative and really helpful, please also share it to your stories. Tell your friends who are trying to start their natural journeys to come and start it with me because I'd love to help you guys out. Awesome. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.